What's going on, everybody? It's Eski from Boomtown Breaks. Just taking a quick video to you guys to talk about the newest set, Brilliant Stars. It is set to release February 25th of 2022. We actually got our hands on a few boxes early, a couple of the build and battle boxes. I'll showcase those real quick. This is what they look like. It was a lot of fun to open, and my green screen's acting weird with them. It was a lot of fun to open, but there was actually one concerning thing that we found out about when we were opening the packs. The concerning thing just has to do with weighability. On this channel, we take it really seriously. We want to make sure that everyone that's purchasing things is very much informed as to the purchases that they're making and that they have all the information necessary to make good decisions. Now, what I mean by that is weighing packs. Now, in the past, it was very easy to weigh base set, jungle, those first edition packs, Wizards of the Coast, because a holo just had heavier ink than a non-holo pack did. And so it was very easy to just figure out which ones had the holos and which ones didn't. Now, Pokemon introduced the code cards, as you guys know, as a way to kind of combat that. And sometimes they get it just right and they kind of throw enough noise into the mix to where it's very difficult to accurately determine which code cards have hits and which ones don't. However, in this case, it seems to be that these packs are weighable. So we wanted to go over some of that data with you guys today. So what I mean by weighable is we opened 15 packs of Brilliant Stars, and I want to give a quick disclosure. This is just very small data, so it's not an absolute statement. Things could change if other people have completely different experiences, but what I'm going over is just what I experienced on the stream. And so we opened 15 packs. Only 4 of those 15 packs had the black bordered code card. And what I mean by that is there are 2 kinds of code cards. You can have the one with a white border that will typically just have a non-holo rare in the last slot, or you'll have a black border which will have a holo, a V-star, or a full art, or maybe a gold card or something like that. Now, the interesting thing about this set actually is there are also in the reverse holo slot the character rares. So those are actually cards that come with like a full picture of one of the Pokemon, and then it has a character alongside of it. So similar to what you saw in the Cosmic Eclipse era. So those are really, really cool. And you can actually have instances where when you have a white border code card, you'll still get a character rare, and so you'll technically still have a hit in that slot. What we're talking about when we're referencing weighing the packs and why we care about them is we're referencing that rare slot. So whether that's just going to be a non-holo rare, or it's going to be a foil, or have a V or a V-star, or any of those higher tier rarity cards. So with all that in mind, let's get into the data real quick. We opened up 15 packs, like I said, and there were 4 black border code cards. These are all in grams. They came in right around 22.4 to 22.1. That's the range that we saw these in. We did have, again, one outlier, and we'll talk about this one in a second. But as you started to get heavier, the chance of you're pulling a black border code card and therefore a hit in that last slot, or at least not a non-holo rare, significally decreased. So we saw packs 7 through 15, the heaviest 7 through 15 packs, those were all white border code cards, and there was nothing in them, except there were 3 character rares that came out of these. And so you can rewatch those pulls if you go check us out on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/boomtownbreaks. That is where the replay of the streams happen. If you want to catch some live, you can also check us out on Whatnot, at Boomtown Breaks on Whatnot. But on the stream, we pulled 3 character rares out of the white bordered cards. So we were still pretty happy with those. But again, in reference to weighing them, anything that was 22.67 grams all the way down to 22.56 grams. So that 0.2 of a gram range was pretty consistently not having that black bordered code card, the one that is going to tell you that you're going to have a hit. I want to quickly jump in here and just reference one thing. I'm focusing a lot on the specific numbers that came off of the scale from when we were weighing our stuff. And I want to emphasize that these are not hard and fast numbers that you should live by. When I say 22.67 or 22.41, those are specific to my scale, and that is a very small difference that you're going to find. And it's very possible that somebody else's scale could be off as much as 3 or 4 hundredths of a gram. So the important thing when trying to determine if things are weighable or not is to just get a large amount of data and kind of look at the edges and see if there's any lines that you can draw. It's not about finding the exact weight that is guaranteed to have the rare or the exact weight that is guaranteed to not have the rare. So I want to make sure that everybody knows, if you're looking to test this theory yourself, you can weigh your packs out, and then you'll see kind of a scale where you have some really light ones and some really heavy ones. And if the really light ones tend to have the hits and the really heavy ones tend to not have the hits, then you can, say, okay, yeah, it seems like these are kind of sort of weighable. But we definitely do need more people to give us more data. I don't want to ever say that 22.67 exactly will never have a black border, or 22.15 grams will always have a black border. That's not the purpose of this video. It's just sharing an interesting trend that we found with the information that we had. Now this one was interesting. So we had thought up until about the midway through opening all 15 of these packs that it was pretty clear anything less than 22.4 was guaranteed to have a black border, and anything above it was going to not have one. And we were actually shown to be incorrect in that assumption, which is the great thing about data. The more data you have, the better vision you have of the entire picture. But if you look at this one right here, it was actually 22.48 grams, and this came with a character rare full art and a V star card. So this had hits in the pack, which offset the weight such that it seemed like it was, going to be one of the heavier packs and not have anything in it. But it actually had the black border code card and the 2 hits that came inside of it. So what's the conclusion that we can take from this? Well, not a whole lot. 15 packs in the grand scheme of all of the Pokemon packs that are ever printed is pretty small. What it tells us is that you should be skeptical when purchasing off the secondary market just loose packs from somebody, because you don't know if they've gone through the process of weighing them, and you're not as confident as you would be with something where it's just all over the place. This is a signal to me especially that I'm only going to ever buy out of booster boxes or sleeved booster packs or blisters. And then maybe if I partake in some breaks, if I see the booster box was open on camera, I'm going to trust that that's okay. But just buying loose packs is something that I would not recommend given this data right now. But also, it's not always about the hits that you get. It's about enjoying kind of the surprise. So don't feel like you have to weigh the cards and test for yourself. Just have fun with it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time on the next video. Bye.